And welcome to Gotham Knights, a hero's journey. So, before I get started, let's play a little game. And the game is called Never Have I Ever. Let me pause this down a bit. I think you can hear me a little bit better now. All right, let's do a take two of that. All right, welcome everybody. I'm Bradford, and let's play a little game before we get started. It's called Never Have I Ever, and it's going to be clean. It's just one question. And the one question is Never have I ever had a extreme tech issue before I get started with any type of performance. Yeah, that'd be me. So, the reason why you see with its intermission and chat on screen. I was going to start off super fancy with the starting screen and everything else and a music bed, and it just messed up my whole entire OBS. And so I was frantic, starting stuff over left and right. Lord knows what I was going through. Just freaking out. Almost, I mean, I had choice words, a whole bunch of choice words. So, but as of right now, you're gonna get this nice, lovely screen until I get a little bit better. So, but yes, it's me, Bradford, on my own. You've probably seen me on some of the NASEF chats, some of the esports EDU chats, but this is me branching out and doing stuff on my own. It's about time, isn't it? Super excited to be here. Um, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm taking you from the very beginning, and yes, I did lie to everybody that I've never played this game before. I started playing it last week just to see what was coming up, but I'm taking you through this whole entire journey from a literary perspective, so you can see what's going on. So that's why I had to create another account under me, so you can see that Mr. iTech11 under there. So I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to create a new game here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and override it. It's cool. Because this isn't the extreme game that I play. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this on medium. And what it wants me to do is go ahead and adjust the brightness. And the reason why I'm taking you through all of these settings first is I think this is part of what I like to call like the pre-set up before you get started. You know, whenever you get started with reading, there's some pre things that you are supposed to do just to get prepped up and ready. This is the same concept when it comes to gaming, especially if you're going to be talking about a hero's journey, right? So this is the same concept when you're going through a game, and most people don't even think about that concept of okay, it's just a game. What's the big deal? But I think when you're looking at it from a literary perspective, you want to get yourself set up for success, right? You're looking at it from a literary understanding. So, yes. So, how am I viewing this game? How am I be able to read with understanding? Same thing applies to a game, right? So, this is wanting me to adjust the brightness enough to where I can barely see the tire in the lower right hand corner. So, I'll do that. And I'll just leave it at that for right now. I'll accept it. All right. So now don't worry about adjusting your screen. So we have two options here. We're gonna either go to the accessibility options or defragment the file. So let's go to the accessibility options here. So a lot of people don't think about when they're playing a game how it's important to them to play it and what they need to how they need to view the game. But everybody views games um, differently, at least visually. And what's cool about this is that there's different modes of how you can see the game, right? So like colorblind mode. I did not even know that that was a thing in games, but how you see games is very important, right? So I have no idea the definition of these words, um, but if somebody out there can define like what is protenopia, deuteranopia, tritenopia, those would be some good things to put on the list. Maybe I'll look those up, and when I do the next stream, I can put on those definitions. But I'm going to turn that off. Now, here's my favorite part: the subtitles. How do I want to see or read the game? So everybody thinks of subtitles as the closed caption part, but I'm looking at this again from a literary perspective. I want to be able to read what I see. So this is not because I may be hearing impaired. I want to be able to read what's going on as if I am reading a book in this perspective. We're looking at it from like as an audiobook, but a visual book, right? We're reading it. So we're gonna look at some of our options. So subtitles only, full caption off. Let me see if I can do full caption. And this is how you'll see the caption: large, medium, small. For this, I'm going to make it large just so you can see what's going on. And there's some other things back here too, like the background alpha, which I'm not going to put on there, but that's like the background to change. Like you can put a black background so you can see it better. There's other things that you can put on here too for your vision sensitivity, which I think is great. Let's go back a little bit. UI, you can fix your invert camera settings. Most of you all know about this, but for those who don't, this can help you. I'm going to scroll down and I am going to go to use CSI Assist. I'm going to turn that on. Yes, there's going to be some CSI stuff that's going to be involved. Oops, let me go back. Let's see. There, turn that on. Show compass. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that on because that's gonna help guide where I need to go a little bit faster, just for game purposes. Show side notifications. Yes. Auto dismiss loading screens. I'll leave that off. Maybe I'll change that later. I want to know what damage I'm giving my enemies. I need to see that so I'm not sitting here freaking out how long it's gonna take them to perish. And then I want my attack feedback. Definitely want that. So then there's that. Let's go back to graphics. I think my brightness, at least for this, is okay. Audio is good. General information, difficulty, I put it at medium. Controls, I'm going to leave that alone for my particular gameplay. Camera control is good. My audio will be in English. Uh, but you may have, if you're doing this in a classroom, you may want to change the language to whatever fits the needs of your students. So audio language and regular language. I'm putting those in English. Online privacy. Now that's big. Now, yeah, I can set this to where, since this is a multiplayer game, I can set this to where anybody can come in, keep it private or friends only. I'm just going to keep it public for right now. And then of course there's a user agreement and personal information. I've already gone through that, but that's stuff that you definitely want to go through if you're putting this on in the classroom. So that's just some back end stuff. So let's go back. Now that we have all of this set up, I'm gonna stay quiet, and we're in the game now, and we're going to defragment the video file. Who could have possibly done this, right? This guy's got some pretty hefty gear. Raish Al Ghul. All right, finally. So, so lots to unpack here. Number one, in the very beginning, of all the people to somewhat end Bruce Wayne Batman, why Ra's al Ghul? Why was he the one? What did Ra's have on Batman or on Gotham that was going to change everything? That's a question that we need to figure out. Number two, we have, see if I can get to that person. We have Barbara Gordon. Now, if anybody knows anything about Batman, we know that Barbara Gordon is Commissioner Gordon's daughter. At this point, there is no Jim Gordon. There is no Batman Bruce Wayne. In some stories, Barbara Gordon was supposed to follow in Jim Gordon's footsteps. Why hasn't she been asked to be the commissioner? Why did she decide to continue on as being Batgirl? Now, also, for those of you who don't know or may know, she plays an integral part in the Belfry, which you'll find out later on. But at some point, she was paralyzed. What made her come back from being paralyzed to be in this? All right. And then you have this guy, Jason Todd Red Hood. As you can see, he pretty much has a bit of an attitude. He's ready to go ahead and just let's get going, let's get started. So, what is his deal with in the mix? Then you have Tim Drake, this Robin. Now, there are so many Robins. In fact, for those who don't know, who have been under a rock or just don't know, Nightwing, Tim Drake Robin, and Jason Todd Red Hood, at some point, all of these three have been a Robin. This is the current Robin according to this game. So, this Tim is not the Robin that is Bruce Wayne's son. If you follow any of the Batman origin, there is another Robin that is Batman's son that has uh, from Talia al Ghul, which you might see later. So, what is he? You kind of have this feeling that he's more of a people pleaser in the group. So, why? What's his still stake in all this? What does it mean for him now that he is, let's just say, the final Robin? Where does he fit into all this? His mentor has died. He was, quote, the sidekick. He is the last Robin standing. What does this all mean for him? How is he going to take on this role? And the biggest question is why all four should continue this journey themselves, right? So now there's a lot of information to answer to. We got to go figure out about Dr. Langstrom. And so who do we choose? Let's keep in context now. Gotham is in chaos. Even though they're still policemen, the policemen, they're either good or bad. It's still corrupt. And the the people out there, the citizens, they don't really trust the vigilantes at this point, the heroes at this point. It's whatever. And so you'll kind of get that feeling as we go progress throughout the game that we wish you the best of luck, but we're not holding our breath. We're just going to do what we're going to do. And so, because the citizens may have this attitude, how do certain villains react to this? Okay, you'll see what villains come into play. And just to give another full context to this, this is a totally separate game from the Arkham Knight's origin. In fact, they're different. Arkham Knights is a little darker, a little bit more grittier. You'll start to see a huge difference in this. Um, it's a lot more colorful. It's still open world a little bit, but it's a lot different. So do not try to connect the two together. However, what you can do is there is there are some pre-comics, or at least one for right now, that you can go in and look at, where you can see all the events leading up to where these people are right now. So this is where we stand right now. Who's going to go to Langstrom? So I know in my tweet I put, who am I supposed to choose? Who would be the best person um, that I would go on and take on this journey? So there's Nightwing. Okay, Nightwing, of course. He's been in it the longest, right? He knows Bruce. He knows the area. He knows the town, right? So um, it makes more sense for him to take the lead, right? Well, then there's the new Robin. Very eager, ready to just get the ground running. As you can see, he's very tactical. He's a stealth specialist. I might need that in my grasp, right? Then there's Jason Todd. Um, very strong, very brute, but I think for me, a little bit, he looks before he leaps. That could be a bad thing, but that can also be a good thing. Then there's Barbara Gordon. Expert hacker, tough as nails, single target bruiser. So this one, she's been in it as long as I would say Nightwing. She also has ties to GCPD, Gotham Police Department. So she probably still has access to more information, knowing more the ins and outs of Gotham, and pretty much knows the laws of Gotham, and also being streetwise, right? So who do I choose? I am going with Barbara Gordon. Barbara Gordon. My daughter went with Robin because it's stealth, and my son went with Jason Todd. But I went with Barbara Gordon just simply because of her experience, her knowledge. So here we go. Quite a long intro, you guys, don't you think? But now we're over that hump. So now we're gonna get into some gameplay here. At least it's some beginning gameplay. Okay, let's check out our surroundings, some old paintings there. And forgive me if I'm going left to right. I'm looking at the big screen TV plus the computer at the same time. Not too much going on here. Let's go on through. All right. That owl may be significant. Now this is really cool. You get to use your augmented reality stuff. So we all talk in our ed tech communities about the augmented reality stuff. So looks like Barbara gets to put some good use to it. Okay, so it looks like with her AR, it tracks in meters, so that's pretty cool. Pretty good, pretty cool device. Now, why would the cops do that? That's a very good question. All right. All right, so throughout some of this game, you're going to go through a lot of investigation. So let's go through some of these things. Let's do some for fun. We have this panel. Okay, so let's use that. And it looks like there's about 6 stars, so we want to connect it with something that looks like it would have 6 numbers. So being the detective that I am going to connect it. Let's see. You can feel your controller getting warmer. Now, it's Gray Ghost. All right. So let's try this one. It's another clue. And we're gonna keep looking. Let's take a look at this microwave. It has 3 blanks on it, and this had 3 numbers. Like that. I don't know why I didn't know this. I should have known this though, but there's no area code that begins with 1 in North America. We have the 1 and then our area code, but there's no area code in North America that begins with 1. So that's a little lesson in there for you. So let's go with, okay, let's mark it. See, that one has 4 numbers. Um, all right, so we got a couple of clues here. Let's see. Let's see if we can match this one. Maybe this one with the iPad. Well, the iPad may be way too obvious because of it. because of him being in a lab, right? Too easy. Same thing with the thermostat. Way too obvious, very technical. But no one would suspect the microwave, right? So I'm going to connect this. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to mark this, and then I'm going to mark this. I'm going to solve it. There you go. Let's go take a look. I'm kind of digging Barbara Gordon's outfit just because, as a superhero, um, it needs to fit well. And I like the fact that she's wearing. I like the fact that she's wearing like rough, like shoes and not heels. And it makes more sense. So I'm wondering when they were going making creating this game, they were looking at like, okay, let's be realistic here. Wouldn't it make more sense instead of a female being heels and finding that she's gonna wear shoes, she's gonna be running, she's gonna be vaulting up and stuff. Let's not do the typical heel thing. You know, it just makes sense. Yeah, this room has some serious major issues. What was going on here downstairs, and why was Bruce Batman investigating this? We need to figure out what was he doing down here. And the funny thing is, why was Ra's al Ghul ready to stop just Gotham as a whole? Now, why would the cops overlook all this evidence too? Is somebody getting paid? All right, finally some action here. So let's see how she does. There you go. It's got to be my favorite part. Takedowns. And one more. Ambush. Let's perch. Uh, So there's about three enemies. Let's go ahead and grapple up here. Let's go for this guy over here. Got it. Okay. Just gonna go here. All right. So my other question is, why are some random thugs wanting to burn down a university? I mean, that's just random, right? So what do they have to gain from getting rid of a burning down a university? Uh, get it. All right. Flip. There we go. I don't think I need to use my health pack yet. This guy here. This ought to be interesting. Here we go. Uh, got me good that time. Got it. All right. So now we're gonna go back and we're gonna decrypt the hard drive, see what's going on there. This is my favorite part. All right, here we go. You see how confused her face is? That's my confusion when I play driving games. Full disclosure, I am not the best at driving at all. I suck at driving. But here I go. I'm just so horrible at it. I'm a better regular driver than a game driver. Here we go. All right. All right. All right. There we go. Drive, drive, drive. Get it. All right. Let me see if I can Papa Willie and Papa Willie. Uh, that was bad. That was very bad. But that's my Willie. All right. And here we go. All right. Let's see how we're all right. We're ready. All right. We're in. Now, when I played this originally, it made me go all the way in, and I had to figure out how to dismount. But they've, I guess, fixed it and did a cutscene, which is really interesting because I'm like, I have to dismount. How? What am I having to do? So I guess they've edited that and fixed this part because I remember having to dismount. Anybody recognize that symbol? All right, so we're not the Belfry Tower. Go ahead and turn on the computer. There go that attitude. Alfred. Some of that computer. All right, so this is going to go through basically all your abilities. We're not going to go through all of that today, but let's see. We're going to add some evade stuff here. All right. Momentum abilities here. That's going to help us go through the game. Let's go this. We got our gear. We got basic training. We got to prepare. We're going to prepare to go out on patrol. We got our challenger set up. We got gear. Let me see what I can do. No, not with the gear just yet. Not just yet. We got our abilities. We got our database stuff set up for basics, spell free vigilance basics. I'm not gonna take you through that. We don't have any email yet. So let's see what we can do with this suit. Stock suit. Not too much stuff yet. Can we do anything with melee? Not too much stuff yet. Okay, not too much stuff yet, but trust me, she's gonna look really good once we beef her up. All right, so counts unlocked. I think the other reason why I decided to go with Barbara because I think she's gonna be the glue to, let's say, put all of these Robins together. Not saying that she is a mother figure or even like a sister, but like I think she's just the person that's like, okay, y'all, let's slow down, let's back up. Y'all are ready to do X, Y, Z. I mean, Absolutely. Which I'm thinking maybe he was only worried about Batman at the time, which I'm wondering if he thought Batman was there was going to be some undoing with Batman. Who knows? Anyhow, like I was saying, I don't see Barbara Gordon as a mom figure or a sister figure. She could be more of a sister figure, but I don't even see her as that. I'm seeing her as the person that all right, the it went from one person to four people, and somebody has got to make some sense. Yep. So yeah, that's my take. So we're gonna walk out. We're gonna hit her exit the city. We're gonna get out of here. All right. So we've played a little bit. We've learned a little bit. It's 8:30, so it's past 8:30. So that's our intro to um, Gotham Knights: A Hero's Journey. Who did I pick? We have our questions. Why Bruce Wayne died the way he did? Why Ra's al Ghul? How are these four people trying to handle this? Technically five if you count Alfred. Why did I decide to pick Barbara Gordon? Why did I pick Barbara Gordon? Um, and things like that. So, what were your reasons for picking the character that you might have wanted to pick? So, but that's going to be it for me today. I my goal is to do this every 2 weeks. It's not every week. Maybe I'll throw in little snippets here and there, but we're going to continue this story here and there. So, just so you know, I was definitely inspired by my friends Angelique Giannis and Dr. Miles Harvey because they are doing these kind of things in their classroom right now. Maybe not necessarily showing this game, but they're showing gaming through literature in their classroom. So if you have ideas on showing gaming through literature, please feel free to reach out to me. I can definitely connect you to those two and show you how gaming and literature can definitely work in the classroom. So you guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Have a great week and I will talk to you soon. All right, thanks. Bye.